Hey Libras, this is going to be your general reading for April 16th through April 30th, second half of April. This is just a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't try and stretch it to make it fit your scenario. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. It's not for you. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. Could be a number of things. So again, this is just general for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, April 16th through April 30th. I'm going to get one more shuffle. All right, let's see what's going on in Libra. Messages for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Man. So right away, I'm just getting the feeling that something is definitely coming to an end here. You have the World card first. Six of Swords. King of Wands, Justice, Two of Swords, Knight of Cups. Had some more that came out here. We have King of Swords, Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So the World card can be, new beginnings. It could be travel. It could be endings. But with all the cards that are following in this spread, I'm just going to go ahead and say that something is coming to an end. Something is coming full circle. Something is wrapped up. You've completed, a cycle, or you're about to, or maybe you just did. It's a transition here with the Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. This was a logical situation. I don't want to say this is a logical decision, because I don't know what it is that this may be. So I'm just leaving it open-ended. But moving on to calmer waters. Something that you were very passionate about, focused on, very determined. Look at the king staring at his wand in this deck. It was just something that you put a lot of time and energy and action into. Now, again, with the endings here, we have the Justice card. This is something that, whether or not you see it as such now, that's on you. I don't know. But with the Justice card here, this is fair. This is balanced. It could have started out as something that you were unsure about. You maybe jumped into too quickly. Something that you kind of did on a whim, but you weren't sure about. I don't know what it is that you're dealing with, but something is wrapping up, moving on to calmer waters here. You have the King of Wands, saying a lot of time and energy and focus and action was put into something, and it's fair and balanced. Now, the remaining cards here are kind of going in a bunch of different areas for me. So you have the Knight of Cups. This could be a secret admirer energy. This could be the feeling of, expressing some sort of emotion with some sort of caution, because look, he's barely peeking out of his, helmet here, right? He's there, he showed up, but it's like, kind of like a hiding type thing with not so much confidence. And, the Knight of Cups could also be an apology of some sort. So you know better than me. Is an apology called for? Does somebody owe you an apology now that, you know, you've decided to close out something, that you've moved on from something? Could very well be. Could it also mean that this apology is going to happen? No, not necessarily. This could just be the energy that this person, whoever you're dealing with, or you yourself is feeling. I'm not making any promises here that you're going to get this apology, but is the person or you feeling like you want to give one or express one, or that you should be sorry for something? Yeah, absolutely. Decision was made. Now the King of Swords for me is also very detached as well. And you have the Five of Cups, sorrow, regret, sadness. You know, maybe you were too focused, or they were too focused on these cups up here. They didn't see that there were still two standing in the back. Queen of Pentacles, grounded, stable. I feel like the last couple of cards in this spread are going off on a bunch of different avenues here, starting with the King of Cups. So whoever this apology needs to come from, I feel like this is them. Like they're coming off as real detached, but secretly they are regretful and sad about this situation. And they're making it seem like they are grounded and stable here with the Queen of Pentacles. But it's only because they are detached here. So take that how it resonates with you. Or it could be you. That, you know, things have closed out. You're moving on. Something that you were focused on. So now you're just going to sit back and you may or you may not get this apology. And you're, you know, upset about it, but you're going to take what you have and move forward, because in the grand scale of everything, this is a balanced decision. This is a just decision, or circumstance or scenario, whatever the energy, whatever the situation is calling for, it's balanced and it's going the way that it should have been going. Or the outcome. Let's talk about some possible challenges or blockages for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the second half of April. Yeah. Ace of Swords came out. It came out in the reverse. I don't typically read reversals, but I think that it is, you know, it applies to this situation. The Ace of Swords is talking about truth, clarity, breakthrough. And because it's a challenge or a block, like I said, you may or you may not get this apology. Some of you are going to have to move on without getting this truth and clarity, without getting the breakthrough. That's going to be a challenge because you probably deserve one. But for whatever reason, you know, it doesn't always happen that we get them. So we have to be okay with the situation, address it, and move on from there, with or without one. And also for yourself, the Devil, block challenges, sitting in this toxicity and being obsessed with something. I feel like this apology just keeps coming up. Don't be obsessed with the situation. If you are that consumed by it because it's just not sitting right with you, do something, but don't sit in it. That to me is like one of the most ridiculous things. Yeah. You may take a loss on this one with the Six of Swords. You want to be seen. You want to be recognized for someone that has done you wrong, but you may not. So you're going to have to really sit and think about what that's going to look like for you and how you're going to, that's kind of like I don't want to get into it too much and point fingers and make judgments. I've been in this situation many times and it's not fair. A lot of times when we are not recognized for something that we've done, when we are not seen for our victories, it's irritating. I know it's irritating because it's something, it's recognition that we have, you know, worked hard for, that we deserved. Okay, especially with the King of Wands here. But that can just be a big block or a challenge for you for a couple of reasons. Number one, for getting over the situation and moving on from it, closing it out. And then two, because we stay stuck in that kind of like a low vibe energy. So what were you really doing it for? Were you doing it for the right reasons? Oh, that's just going to open a whole nother can. So this is general. I can't get too specific with you guys because then it's, you know, not going to be something that can be applied to everybody, but I'm just going to stop with that. So take the situation, apply it how it resonates with you. Don't try and stretch it to make it fit. Angel answer cards for Libra. Take action. That flew. Take action. Nope. Recovery. Wow. I feel like I need to pause now after all that. Like, I think this is a big lesson. I think this was a really big lesson that needed to be, that you needed to figure out. Or, okay, here's something for you. Stay with me for a minute now. I'm going to try and explain this in a way. I have also been in situations where feeling like in this energy down here, like, you know, well, what if I didn't get this? I am owed this apology, you know, but you may not get it type of a thing. And you go, okay, well, what was the lesson for me? And you kind of are stuck on, you know, not being able to get over the situation because you just can't see sometimes, well, gosh, was that lesson? What was the lesson for me? Blah, 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 whatever. Sometimes we are put in the path of other individuals for them to learn the lesson. It wasn't your lesson to be learned. But yeah, you're going to feel it because you were involved. However, it may not be your lesson. Just think about that for a minute. Okay, Libra, that is your second half of April general reading. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how this resonated with you. Click the subscribe button for this channel, and I will see you guys next time. Sending you all lots of love and light.